Hey everybody, it's Doug here bringing you our next episode of Tiny Epic Defenders using the Dark War campaign that we're doing now. Dark War expansion rather, but using the campaign, which comes with the Dark War. And I hadn't seen anybody do the campaign, so I'm doing it, and I'm realizing that for you all that it's making a much longer series. I don't know if that's good or bad for you, but it is making the series longer because we actually go through 3 full rounds of gameplay before we get to the end boss and take him on. We're getting close though, guys. We're about to defeat our, well, I say that optimistically, we're about to take on our next general. However, I did want to bring up a correction because, oh man, did I get schooled. I got schooled hard. I feel like I got slapped in the face. Just someone said, you're a dummy, says right here, and you messed it up. So we're going to cover it real quick. And that is right here, the caravans. So I was actually making it harder for myself, so I don't know why you're complaining to someone. Anyway, I'm kidding. Anyway, what we're supposed to do is add a new caravan to a region each round at the beginning of the round, not at the end, including the first. So there should already be a caravan out when you go. I've actually been making it harder on myself, though I have been managing to get them into the city on time. But I just want to clear that up. Like I said, I got schooled. I feel like I got the beat down. I'm kidding. I'm joking. That's a joke. I was informed that I was misinformed, or not correct, and I wasn't. I was not correct. So let's move on. We're getting ready to take our next turns. We got everything set up. I mean, we got our heroes are doing pretty good. We got quite a bit of stuff going on with them. Though I do think we sure got into a boatload of trouble toward the end of the last round, and I don't think that's going to end because we had to get into the city and heal up and get ready. We still have Terex who's out there in the middle of nowhere. Poor Terex, he's messed up. He doesn't have enough experience, and he's hurt, and he's, oh my gosh, it's just awful. He's got enough to do 1 round of healing, and then he's going to get some more experience. So we're going to see how this is going to go for us. It could go poorly. Could go poorly, and I think it might, but we're going to get to the end of this and fight a general. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, so let's get going. By the way, I did want to mention before I get started, Barrett at Meet Me at the Table is doing a great series on a game that I don't have that I wish I had, which is Folklore: The Affliction. Go check that out. Really, really cool. All right, let's get started. Let's draw our first card and see what we get. Oh, the Harpies right off the bat. Well, this one's really not bad for us. In fact, it is and it isn't. So the first thing it's going to do is, oh man, look what I did. I forgot to, you know what? I'll have to keep this one out, but I got to shuffle this clown in. I forgot to do it at the end of the round. The burrow, whatever. That one's hard to remember because it's one of the only cards you actually leave out and play. And so it's hard to remember to go get him back out of play, but it doesn't matter. It's not that critical. Okay, however, this one is critical. The Harpies come flying over here, do their dirt. This is already damaged. There's 2 players in here, so Gamelin is going to defend the city and stop the Harpies from taking out. Now, he's not defending the Harpies directly, he's defending the city. And so I think that works differently. I'm not really, again, it's been a long time since I played this game. But I don't think you're actually defending against the, well, maybe you are, because that could be interesting. So does it just transfer to the city when you're defending against a destroyed region and the attack hits the city? So defending an outer region when an enemy card attacks 2 regions. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to really look at this for just a moment, I think. Hold on just a second. No, wait, here we go. When a destroyed outer region is attacked and not defended, or if the threat was increased in a destroyed region due to an effect, capital cities increase instead. Defenders cannot secure destroyed regions, and destroyed regions cannot be restored. But I guess it is. It says if it's attacked, it goes to the city instead. So I guess we can, in fact, bring Gamelin down 2 hit points. He took 2 hit points and defended against the Harpies. Right, which would give him an artifact again. He's already got 2 in his hand, so he can't hold anymore, but maybe he'll get something for his back or something he doesn't have to hold. That'd be pretty cool. Tell me if I'm playing that wrong. I don't think I am. But that also allows him to do this. And well, let me get this done first, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Ooh, the Zodiac Cloak. When an ally's defender card is drawn, including all defenders' cards, you may sacrifice 1 health to immediately gain an action. I like that. I like that. That has a purpose. That would have been really good, like, early on, I would think. And let's put the cloak on Gamelin. Now he's in true form because his character does actually have a cloak on. But there it is. There's the cloak. He's all decked up, man, ready to go. And then what he's going to do is, because he fought a dire enemy, he's going to sacrifice another health and bring the city down to 2. So he's actually helping to keep the city at a good, reasonable pace. Tell me if I did that wrong. I can correct that. I think I'm okay there. Now we will continue. Green player up next. That is going to be Terex. Well, Terex can only really do one thing. Again, just double checking. When you're exhausted, there's only so many things you can do, but I don't think that includes not using your experience abilities, right? So, because the special skills don't require. Yeah, becoming exhausted. When exhausted, defenders may not use actions to secure, fight, or defend. So we're okay. All right, let's do this. He has just enough experience to heal himself once, so he's going to do that. Not an action. First action, he's going to gain an experience point. Second action, he'll gain another experience point. For his next action, he's going to escort the caravan to here and pay an experience point, because he's got to get to the city and heal up. That's going to be his turn. Oh wait, we have destroyed regions. He's got a 4th action. So he's going to spend that last experience point to get into the city, and we have successfully delivered all of the caravans to the city this round. So that left him with, let me see, 2 experience now, because he gets 2 for going into the city. And when Gamelin's turn comes up, he's probably going to do this and actually help Terex out. Okay, so let's draw our next card. That may have been a mistake because the plains are in a bit of trouble. Okay, so we got the forest. Ouch, because it's already destroyed. So let's deal with that. Oh no, the forest, yeah, the forest is already destroyed. So we're going to take a hit in the city. Well, Harpier's there. Harpier's got full health, so he's going to take that and go up an experience point. By the way, I did move Gamelin up an experience point just now, because I remembered not that I had to do it when he defended the city. So he gains an experience point there, and we do not increase the city's threat. That's not all. The threat in the desert is going to go up. Then next up we have the ruins. Ruins are in a bad spot, and the plains, very bad. So this goes up, and this goes up. Now we're in trouble. These 2 regions could be destroyed, and it's getting kind of nasty on us there. Oh, and the Watchers come out. There's nobody in the mountains to defend the Watchers, and of course it's already destroyed. So these guys are going to come out, but we can defend against them. And I think Terex can't do it. He doesn't have enough health. The only one that can defend against him is Harpier. Thing is, Harpier really can't use any more artifacts, but he does defend against him. That does give him another experience points. Those guys go to the pile without increasing the threat to the city, and he gets another artifact which he can swap out. Now options are great. We'll see. I kind of like the artifacts he has right now, because he could sacrifice another health right now, gain 2 more actions. But yeah, he's not going to do that. So let's see. Celestial Idol. It is a hand item, so he would have to make a decision. He can only have 2 hand items. He already got 2. Spend 2 actions while you're in the capital city. You may reduce it. Oh man, I think I might give up the gavel, guys. The gavel of Gamelin has helped us a lot. Do I give that up or the elixir? I don't know, man. That's really rough, guys. And the shield. Remember, he can put it in his backpack. He can hold an extra 2 items, so he's going to keep it. He's going to keep it. It's just going to be in his backpack for now. So we won't throw it away. We won't get rid of it. Here is the Celestial Idol, and that's awesome, because now when his turn comes up, he's going to go to full health. So this has been really effective for him. So he does get that item. Does he put it on, I guess, is the question. He'd have to sacrifice something else. Right now he's got the shield and the elixir. The elixir, I think we're going to leave the elixir and the shield in his hand right now. Oh, you know what? I got to take something back there. Shield, when defending against a dire enemy, which he defended against the Watchers, he only loses 1. And in fact, didn't he also, was it he or Gamelin that defended against the Harpies? I think it was Gamelin. So yeah, so he actually he's still doing okay there. He could take some more hits. Pretty awesome. All right, well that was the Watchers. We need to stop them. Their effect did not occur. I'm doing that right. I mean, it does make sense. I'm defending the city because I got everybody in there trying to defend it. I don't know if that's... I don't know, man. I'm not feeling good about that. That seems like that would make it too easy just to sit there and continue to defend the city, and then on my turn, gain all my health back. When a destroyed outer region is attacked and not defended, or if the threat was increased in a destroyed region due to an ill effect, capital city gains 1 threat. And it says when the region was not defended, guys. So I think I'm going to have to take that back. Yeah, we're going to get rid of this. I'm just going to take that 1 action back. I think that's true of that. I'll put this back in the artifact pile. Yeah, and I will move this threat up 1 right there for that. And Harpier is actually at... He did defend the city, though, right? He can stop that, I think. I don't know. Yeah, okay, he's at 3. All right, well, let's continue on to see. I may have screwed that up royally. We'll have to see. All right, it's Gamelin's turn. Okay, so we got to get Gamelin out there in the world because we don't want to mess up our regions. So remember, he's got 4 actions right now. So he's going to first heal up because he's leaving the city. So he's going to go back up to full health, and then he's going to bail on the city. Now I got the cloak from defending in here, so I don't think I have the Zodiac cloak either. Yeah, I don't think I do. I'm going to take that away from him as well. And then so he can go 1, he'll go 1 to there, drop that to 2, go 3, and drop that to there. That's his 4 actions, okay? And that's it. So Gamelin went around and secured the region. Can he do anything with his stuff? Let's see. Gain 2 experience points when you enter the capital city. He didn't do that. He left the capital city. In his Horn of Command, he could have spent an action to... he's not going to do it. He's fine. Okay. And he doesn't get any more experience for those things that he just did. So let's continue on. Oh, now we got the Sirens. All defenders lose 3 experience points if we can't defend on the coast. And we can't. So the coast goes up. And everybody loses 3 experience. That puts Gamelin down to 1. Terex down to 0. And Harpier down to 2 experience. So that they really hurt us, these Sirens. I don't like them at all. And the coast went up again. So we're hurting there. Okay, now we got the mountains. We can't defend against the mountains. And the plains. Well, we can defend against the plains because Gamelin's there. So Gamelin will defend in the plains, gaining himself an experience point and keeping that from going up. And the city goes up to 5. I think that's the way you do it. I don't think you can sit in the city and defend it. I just don't think that's right, if I recall. But I guess we'll see. We got to get to those outer regions and defend them, even if they're destroyed. Because you can defend them. It just says... Yeah, it just says if they're not defended, it goes to the city. So again, when a destroyed outer region is attacked and not defended. So yeah, that's what matters. We got to get back to those outer regions, and that would make a lot of sense. Okay, so we did that, and then the plains we defended. Yeah, we're good. Okay, now Harpier's going to go, so that's going to put him back up to full health because he's going to leave. Where's he going to go? He's going to go to here to the mountains. He can't do anything there. That's 1, 2, 3, and he's going to sacrifice a health to gain 2 more actions, and he has 1 already, so that's 1. He's still got 2 left. 1 and 2. Then he can defend the coast up there, and he's still got health left. So he used the elixir of Erend right here. It says when you sacrifice 1 health, you can gain 2 actions. That's what he did instead of 1. And he had 4 to begin with, so that gave him a total of 6 actions. Pretty good. Okay, next up, all defenders. Okay, now here's something cool. We know that these 2 cards are not good guys. So here's what we're going to do. All the heroes have gone. So we're going to use the first 2 of those actions here, and we're going to pray. It says draw the top card from the turn deck and immediately discard it. If it is an enemy card, reduce a threat in outer region. If it is a defender card, reduce the threat in the capital city. Well, we know it's an enemy card. Oh, and it's the dire enemy. That's good. So we get to reduce the threat in an outer region. I think we will reduce it in the... Yeah, right here. We'll do the plains. Plains come up more than the coast. Okay, and that costs 2 of his actions. He's got 1... Well, we've got 2 more from that card. So we could, in fact, do that again. That will end our deck. Let's do that again. Okay, so we're not going to have this one go off. It is a regular enemy again, so we can reduce the threat in an outer region. We will reduce it in the coast. And again, we're using the prayer ability of the plains to draw the top card from the turn deck and immediately discard it. Oh, sorry guys. It says once per turn. So I could not do that. Okay, so this will happen, but it's okay because Terrax, so let's do this first. This goes up 1. That's actually the second thing that happens. Do it in order. Okay, the first thing that's going to happen is this would go up 1, but Harpier is going to defend against it. Still insist on calling him Terrax for some reason. So that's going to go down 1. That's okay. The shield only helps him against dire enemies. And then the desert's going to go up 1. That's not good. And then this gets discarded. You can only do that once per turn. Okay, now though, we have completed our deck. So you know what happens next. The general is going to come out. Our next general. And that is the Shade. I don't know if I like him. He's got 7 health. It says players must choose one outer region to immediately destroy when the Shade enters play. Cannot be a hostile region. Okay, well we'll choose the desert. It is destroyed, and I assume he comes out in the ruins. So he's here in the ruins. Okay, that's really bad. So that's really, really bad. So players must choose one outer region to immediately destroy when the Shade enters play. So now we have to defeat him. That's our next step to go. And we'll be doing that while we'll be running the next set of rounds. We don't have any more cards put in there, so we're just going to shuffle this up. That's going to be our deck for the round. And everybody's got to hustle over there, heal up. Terrax is going to go right over there as quickly as he can and try and bring down the Shade. We really need Harpier there because Harpier is good against the big baddies. Remember, he's got so much stuff, guys. It's hard to keep track of. But he's got this. He can spend 3 action XP immediately to move and defend any region. So, oh, by the way, when this came out, it still is an attack, so it does go up 1. That general is there to be defeated. Okay, our cards are shuffled. Let's continue on. I feel like I made a few mistakes in this one, and I'm sorry if I did. I'm sure you'll let me know. Okay, let's continue on and see what we get. So first off, it's the yellow. It's Harpier. He goes next. Now, he's a little wounded, but that's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to attack the Shade. I need to actually get the Shade's health out. So he, when he does attack, fight an epic foe, that is going to cost him I believe some health. Yeah, fight an epic foe for 1 action. So he moved 2 actions. We got 2 actions left. Move the epic foe's hit points down 1 track. Note the effect listed. Okay, so he is going to use his last 2 actions to knock this guy down to 5. And then he's going to sacrifice the health to use his Aaron's Elixir again to get 2 more actions and knock the Shade down to 3. We're going to kill this guy pretty easily, I think, actually. But that's all he gets to do. That's it. So he didn't defend any regions. He didn't do anything really good at that point. It wasn't fantastic. Okay, let's draw another card out. It's going to be the Forest and the Desert. Well, guys, that may just be our demise. So first happens the Forest, okay? We cannot defend the city, so the city goes up 1. Okay? We're going to be 1 away from losing the city. Then we go to the desert. It is destroyed as well because we chose to destroy that as part of this deal. And that means it goes up to 7. We have 1 more hit point on the capital city. We're in trouble. I need Gamelin to fight a epic or a dire foe is what I need to have happen here. Let's see what we get next. Well, green, so Terrax goes next. He is in the city, so he completely heals up. He's back up to 4 health. And he's going to spend 2 actions. 1, 2 to go here, and then 2 actions to boom, boom, bring him down to 1 health. Then he's going to sacrifice a health to gain an action. He's going to do sacrifice, and we'll kill the Shade. That kills the other general. Now, what happens when we kill the other general? I think, does that end the round immediately? I have to check in the Dark War book and see if that is true. So, let's see here. So, the generals, that's what I'm looking for. Playing a battle against battles are played like normal after the Horde deck is exhausted. Either the general or epic foe card is revealed. Players win the battle if the first if they first escort all caravans to the capital city, we've done that. Then defeat the great epic general. However, if the capital city is destroyed, then the players lose. Well, we're not destroyed yet. We have one more before it's raised. We're at 7, so we haven't lost yet, and that means we go on to the next round right now. So the campaign mode, once the epic foe has been destroyed, we go to, yeah, so we're going to go to the rebuild phase because we won the battle. Okay, well, both these players are here. We did defeat the Shade. And we're going to go to rebuild phase, which means we're going to do a whole bunch of things, and then that'll be the end of this episode. First things first, we restore all of the outer regions. Okay, so all the outer regions are back to normal, but we do not heal the city. The city has got 1 health left. So I don't think we're going to win, guys, but we're doing a really good... I think I tried to cheat a bit on this last round, but we'll see. So the outer regions are healthy. Okay, so we do that, we reduce, and all defenders go back to full health, so I've done that. Harpier, Gamelin, and Terex are all back at full health. And the capital city threat is not returned to 0. In the regroup phase, we remake the turn and horde decks. Okay, so we got to do that. What that means is we're going to take out all of the normal enemy cards, all of these cards, all of the player cards. We're going to separate them out. We're going to take the dire enemy cards out. They're going to go back in our horde deck. And we're going to get all that part done. Okay, so here we go. So I got to deal out. We're going to reset up the entire... So we redistribute the enemy cards into each deck. And add the previous battle's dire enemy cards to the horde deck. We will do that. And add 1 new dire enemy. So we'll do that as well. Here's the dire enemies. We're going to add 1. I'm not going to reveal it. I'll just put it on the bottom of the dire enemy deck that's going to go into the new horde deck we create. Okay, and then we're going to take all of the normal enemy cards that we have. We're going to shuffle those. We're going to draw out 3 for the first. Oh wait, I got these back. Oh, bad news, bad news. Got them kind of flipped around here. Hold on. Okay, let's make sure we get them all right. All right, there we go. We're going to get 3 out for our turn deck, our first turn deck, and those will be on top, which is not good. So we got 1. We'll cut. 2. Cut again. And 3. Okay, now we know that all these cards, we will shuffle them up. And they will go on the bottom. These are the player cards. They will go on the bottom of the deck, and that's going to form our first turn deck. Okay. And then I got to go just quickly look at the setup again. So it's our turn deck for the next set of rounds as we go to defeat the epic enemy. I don't think we'll succeed, but because our city's almost destroyed. So we are hanging on. There's smoke pouring out of every crevice of the city. But we're going to set up the deck, and to do that, I need to make sure. I just want to double check to make sure I do it right with the. And 9 enemy cards. We're going to shuffle 3. Okay, we're going to add 3 more into the horde deck. That's going to be 1, 2, and 3 right there. So 3 more go into the horde deck, and that's going to be the end of that. And then, unfortunately, we take all these dire enemies right here, and that creates our horde deck. We're going to shuffle that up, and we're going to place that on top of our epic foe here, and that's going to make the final deck that we have. Of course, all the caravans come out. I'm just going to put them up here. Well, it doesn't matter what order we put them in because we're using a die roll to determine when they come out. And I'll remember to put one out right away this time. And something else happens. So this, by the way, this goes back to being a good spot. It's one of the last things we have to do, so we'll do that in a minute. Okay, I think we've shuffled these up more than enough. Okay, that's our deck right there. That goes there. And then we, guess what? We get to flip this over. The forest has become a nice forest. And what it does when it's nice, when it's friendly, is lookout. Spend 1 action to place your defender in the Great Tree. It costs 0 actions to leave the Great Tree. Defenders starting their turn in the Great Tree must leave at the end of their turn. Okay, while in the Great Tree, secure 1 threat in an outer region, spending 1 action per region away from the forest. And you can secure that as many times as you like if you're up in the tree. And here is the tree. Now we also, though, we also have 4 more of these cards to go out. So I'm going to shuffle those up. I'm not looking at them. And I'm going to pull one out that's going to also become our next unfriendly region. Let's see what this one is. Oh no, that's one I really like too, and we've got 2 players there. So we're going to have the hostile ruins. This is Plague. When a defender enters the ruins, they must take 1 death token. Oh, we do have those tokens. I don't want to use those tokens. They got to go away. And places it on the highest hit point space without a death token on it. On the character card, they may have up to 2 at a time. Their maximum hit points are now lowered as a result. On the death token, lower the hit point token if needed to be You can, on a future turn, you can spend 1 action and 1 XP to remove a death token. So that is, now these guys started there, so they're okay, but the ruins are bad for us. And I'm going to get the death tokens out and I'll put them on there so that you can see what I'm talking about. They're cool little tokens that look pretty neat right here. See, those are the death tokens. We'll just put them out on the board. They are nice little wooden tokens with skulls on them that are going to replace our hit points. And we'll put them on here because I think it's cool to have them all out. Yeah, and there's also a little brown experience token in there, but that's for the brown player, the red player, or whatever. So we'll just put that back in the bag, but we'll put all the death tokens out here. Okay, and that is now the end of the new setup, with the exception of putting out a new guy. And I also have to put that back to 0. So everything's set up for the final round, guys. We're going to roll a die. So a 3rd wagon is going to come out. That's going to be in the ruins. Interesting. So we get to escort that one back right away. That actually makes it a lot easier. I was really making it harder on myself. But that's how we're set up. So we got the friendly forest and the friendly mountains and the not so friendly ruins at this point. Well, guys, I know you're probably going to cream me on a few things I did, but I think I corrected them. So let me know. I will see you in the next episode, guys. So thanks so much. I hope you're still enjoying our playthrough. We're in the final stages of this game, and it's coming to a close. Our city's 1 health away, so in this first round, this next set of rounds, we could end up losing the city anyway. But we're close, man. We're really defending it hard. We got 3 neat characters. I really like the characters and their abilities. Very cool. If you haven't checked it out, one of my more popular series right now was Big Trouble in Little China. Go back and check out that series. Of course, I don't know if you guys will realize this, but I've been doing this for years now. And of course, the quality's improved over time. I've gotten better equipment, etc. But I've got a lot of playthroughs of games you may be interested in. Please, by all means, go back and check them out. I did them for everybody's entertainment, including my own. I sometimes go back and watch my own videos when I'm trying to relearn a game or remember how to play some things. Sometimes that's not a wise idea because you notice I never make these instructional. I always make them sessions because I know that I make some mistakes and I don't spend a lot of energy correcting them all because I want to play the game for y'all. So anyway, guys, here we are. We're ready for the final round of Tiny Epic Defenders. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.